Alright, I'm going to do a video just going over the configuration of all the trucks in the truck and trailer mod for the Half-Ass Gaming Project 3XX. So I guess we'll start by going to the truck dealer. So you want to select the truck obviously and hit customize. So the first thing you want to do is determine which hood you want. In this case I'm just going to go with the 377 short hood. Then after that you want to choose your chassis. So for now, let's just go with the first thing that pops up. So got the 6x4 flatbed, and then we can choose the cab. So day cab, obviously. So there's the flatbed, the tanker, and the log truck. Each one has a 6x4 and an 8x4 option. So now we can do the short logger. We can do the tanker. Then we have the 8x4 flatbed, 8x4 short logger, 8x4 tanker. Doesn't really matter which one we do here. We should just go over some of the parts you're going to need. The flatbed you want to choose, for your airlines you want to choose obviously flatbed pindle. That'll put your airlines and electrical plug back here where it should be for a flatbed. With the 8x4 you're limited on the tanks you can use here in this space. I also have this battery box. This was courtesy of Overfloater from his K100. He let me use it for this mod. Then when you use that, I created these variations of the step tanks, so they're shorter, they're about a 50-gallon size. So you got color and chrome. With the 8x4 logger and tanker, you do need to use the battery box and the step tanks, because none of the tanks will fit in here properly. Let's see, and then with the tanker you have the tanker pindle, which is puts those back there where they should be. For the tanker I also have a set of fenders. So the 8x4 fenders are obviously for the 8x4 configuration, 6x4 is for 6x4, and these can really be used on any of the chassis if you want. I just intended them for the tanker. So back here, if your truck already has mud flaps on it, you don't have a way, it doesn't give you the X to delete them. So I gave you the option for blank for tanker, and that just gives you a blank option there. Guess we'll do the logger real quick. So with the logger, obviously you want to choose the logger rack. You have 2 cargos. You can put the log load on there. And the stacked pup trailer. Obviously the only way you can do this is through the shop. You can't just drive this like this to the log landing and expect it to magically come off the truck and load logs on here. You have to do it all manually through the shop. There's no other way to do it. The game doesn't support any other way. Guess we need to go over the wheels here. So for your D3D wheels, notice how the tires clip in right there. Let's see. Even the smaller tires, the smaller D3D tires that come with the truck still don't quite fit, so I created a smaller set. It says lift axle here, that's what you want to select to clear that bunk. I also have one here for Alcoa, so that's for the Alcoa wheels in the Smarty wheel pack. It's just a slightly different offset. You can see they move a little when I select those. So they match up with the Smarty Alcoa wheels if you choose to use those, which most people do. Let's see, for the logger, there's a set of logger flaps that go there, and then you're intended not to run, obviously, full-length fenders on it like that. You can do, these are fairly common type of fender on a log truck, either that or those. I think that about covers it for that, and then we'll check out the flatbed real quick. So with the flatbed, we obviously want to take the log rack off. Now with the flatbed, you have loads that you select with this node back here. This is how you put the loads on the flatbed. These are all the default SCS flatbed loads. Modified to fit because this deck here is only 24 feet instead of 28, so they wouldn't normally fit, so I had to tweak quite a few of them to fit. So for this one, it's intended to run without any fenders, and you want the long flatbed flaps, and that puts a set of flaps fore and aft of the tandems. And you can fit the normal size tires back here. So I think that about covers it for setting up the trucks, the different cargoes and parts you'll need to make everything work in harmony. So I guess we'll go over the trailers. So there's 5 different trailers. So when you get to this screen, you're gonna have, it's just gonna show the dollies. So there's 4 on this page and 1 more here. It's all pretty self-explanatory. You got the trailer for the log dolly, you got the 2-axle flatbed dolly, the short tanker dolly, the quad tanker dolly, and the quad flatbed dolly. Doesn't really matter which one you select. Just select one. Come to the chain type up here as SCS calls it. You want to select pup. And it's always going to default to this quad flatbed. And then you can change the body here to tanker, short tanker, log bunks. And then also on flatbed, since there are 2 flatbed options, you want to select flatbed aluminum. And then come to chassis and then select the hay pup, which is this 2-axle like trailer normally used for calling hay. That's why it's why I called it a hay pup. So you've got your most of your normal options here. Put the flaps on. I included a set of long flaps. I think look a lot better than these mud flaps. So I included those. That's pretty much it for that. Yeah, so we got, like I said, we got the long tanker. Only thing customizable on the tankers is the wheels. The log, let's see, I think the only thing customizable besides the wheels on the log trailer is the mud flaps right there for the dolly. And then you have one more option with the pup trailers. You can select pup doubles down here at the bottom of the chain type list. So this is a Nevada only combination. This will only allow you to use this in Nevada. And it's intended to be used with the 6x4 chassis on the truck, which is how they run them in Nevada with this trailer configuration anyways. Now as far as restrictions on the other trailers, this quad axle flatbed is legal in Washington, Oregon, Nevada, and Utah. And the quad axle tanker is legal in the same states as well: Oregon, Washington, Nevada, Utah. Since these trailers, I've included both a 2-axle version of the tanker and a 2-axle version of the flatbed. These are legal in all the states, so that's why I decided to restrict the other ones. Sorry, headphones shut off there. Even though they're only they're legal in all the states technically, but the weight that you would haul with them is not legal. in all the states. So that's just the way I decided to do it. If you want to change it, it's not too hard to go into the def file and remove the restriction. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The log trailer, there are custom um, there's a custom log load that I've included um, to haul those. So anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy the add-on mod.